So I got a new model in to build today, sticking with the kind of carnival, arcade, casino type builds. I'm building a coin pusher. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Black and Red Builds channel. Thanks for stopping by. You heard me right there at the beginning. I am building a coin pusher. Now, this is a wooden type build, kind of like the pinball machines and the marble runs, things like that, like Roker, but not Roker. This is by My there. I've seen this one going around a little bit. It caught my eye because it's pretty cool looking, and I believe this is kind of like, you know, like a piggy bank, but a fun way to do it. You know, you put your coins in, and it's a coin pusher. It works like a coin pusher. So can't wait to get this one built and see how this works. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and get up top and get this thing open. Okay, here we go, guys. I've already removed the plastic that was on here so it would be so shiny. And look at that. How cool looking is that? It reminds me of, like, you know, when you see the Japanese arcades and things, very like with a cat kind of theme and the neon and pastel colors. Pretty cool looking. Again, this is a coin pusher puzzle by My, and it is a N021A is the part number. Cat game time, it says on here. Not really sure what that means. All right, let's see here. The side just says coin pusher on it. Let's see what the back looks like. It is all in Japanese, so I have no idea what this says. But very cool looking. Probably put quarters, I guess. I don't know if this comes with any kind of fake coins or anything to try it out with, but I assume we'll just drop some quarters in there. I'm pretty sure I have some quarters laying around. It looks like everything is mostly, again, in like Japanese, so if you guys are interested in purchasing this particular model, I will leave a link to it in the description down below. But let's go ahead and crack this thing open. All right. Looks like we have our instruction manual right here on top. We'll check that out here in a minute. Here are all of our parts. Here's a, looks like the motor and some lighting and a USB cord going to that. This one looks like it has an on and off switch, which I always appreciate on things like this. Sometimes you just have to plug it in and it's on, you unplug it and it's off. So I get another one of these little tester reflex hammers here. There's some acrylic parts. Now these look white, but I'm sure they probably have a coating on them you peel off. Here are some more pieces. Looks like we got some glue, I'm assuming, and some wax and some pins. Another one of those little kind of cheap one-use screwdrivers there, which I'm sure would be fine, guys, but, you know, most of us have screwdrivers. So. And here are our boards right here. All right. Set those over here. And some cool metallic-y looking colorful pieces right here. This is heavy. It feels like this is metal. I believe it is. So, yeah. Yeah, you know what this looks like? It looks like those little metal models that I hate so bad. The Metal Earth type models. Some people love them. Kudos to you if you can build the Metal Earth models. I tried doing an R2-D2 on here once. You'll find it in the playlist somewhere. I gave up. I can't do it. I do not have the patience for that or the dexterity. So if you do the Metal Earth type models, kudos to you. My hat off to you. But I am not one that can do those. But anyways, these are pretty cool looking. These are metal pieces that are going to go on here. All right, looks like everything in the box. Let's go ahead and let's get rid of that box. We'll just do the old whoosh. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoosh. And it's gone. You got to love it when magic works. All right, let's get these pieces out of the way and take a quick look at the manual here. All right, again, this is all Japanese on the front here. Hopefully these instructions will also be in English, I'm hoping. Let's see. Again, very cool looking. Yeah, it does look like English as well. Spare parts, non-textured surface, blah, blah, blah. These are all the things to look out for as you're going along. This looks like showing how to cut the metal pieces out. All right, showing how to use the hammer and all that stuff. Here's all your part pieces. Yeah, showing boards A, B, C, D, E, and F. Let's see where we start at here. And I believe this is where we start right here. All right, cool, guys. Let's go ahead and let's get moving. You can use, you know, other denominations of coins. In fact, I think it might work better if you had some nickels and dimes, you know, smaller coins of wherever you're from in here, because the quarters don't want to drop off behind the other coins. They want to drop off on top of them, which is fine, because eventually, as you can see, they're going to drop in. Also, you can see it's a very short play field, because, you know, this is really just a bank, you know, when it comes down to it. This is just kind of a fun way to store your coins, which is pretty neat. I should have probably grabbed some other coins, some smaller ones, to see how it would all work together. There we go. See if it drops anything here. There we go. We got a couple. So as you can see, there's no like area in the front where you get your money back. It's just got a thing in the back here. Let's spin it around. In the back here, now you turn this thing here, and that's just your access to get inside to your coins. So you can see the little gear spinning on the back there. Well, we got it turned around here. Let's get a look at the back. As you can see, it looks pretty nice. I love the whole theme of this thing. It looks very nice. All these buttons on the front, they're just for looks. They don't do anything. There's a rubber band underneath them so they spring back up. And this one also doesn't do anything. They're really just for looks. The front, none of this stuff does anything. But it lights up very nice. I love the look of it. Like I said, I like this whole kind of Japanese arcade look we got going on with it. But yeah, this was a pretty fun build. I just wanted to show you a little bit of just dropping some coins in there and seeing how it works. Let's get another one dropped in there, and another one. We have to move that. Stuff all ganged up on the edge there. We'll get something soon, huh? Maybe. See if we get something here. Oh, almost. One more quarter. One quarter left. See if we can get something to fall. I don't know. Yeah, I was just going to kind of go up and down. Right on the edge. Look at that. Alright guys, let's go ahead and let's get back to the main camera and we'll talk about it. Alright guys, we are all done building the My Coin Pusher puzzle, model, puzzle, whatever you want to call these. I already recorded an ending to this video. It's been a couple of days actually since I finished building this, and I recorded an ending to it pretty much right after I got done building it and testing it. But after a couple of days, I wanted to re-record the ending because there's a few things I wanted to go over that I did not touch on in the original closing out of the video. So a couple of things I want to discuss on this is here it is. Here's the coin pusher, as you can see there. I love the whole look of the Japanese arcade look, the bright pastel colors and the lights and everything. Let me plug this up, and me plugging this up is going to get to one of the negatives of this build. So I'm going to plug it up, and I'm plugging it into a power bank because I don't have a USB plug close enough for the short cord on this. So here you go. You get your little cord here. Here's your switch. And we'll click it on, and now it's moving. So we have our lights on, and if you can see down in there, it's moving back and forth. Okay. The issue is this right here that I don't like at all. Okay, this is the second model in a row I've built. Let me unplug it. That has a built-in USB cord. Why would you do that? Just add a USB port on the back here and a switch. You don't need this. Now you're limited to this much length to plug this in somewhere, instead of being able to just plug in whatever USB cord you want and whatever length USB cord you want to plug it in somewhere that's not super close to where you have this sitting at. So if you don't have a USB port this close, you're gonna have to use something like a power bank like this to plug it into. Now it works, but yeah, I don't understand why they do that. Don't do the built-in USB cords. That's dumb. Why would you do that? It makes no sense to do that. And I don't see how you're saving any money doing that or anything like that. You could have easily just put a quick access, look at this one, on this tiny little model, look at that. Little USB port right there, right on the back of this. Very easy. There's our power button on and off. You could have done something like that. Look how tiny this is. You could definitely fit it into this. Just a USB port with a little power button, like a touch one, just like that. So I don't know why you do this. So that's one thing I don't like about it. Another thing I don't understand is this stuff here. I mean, I guess unless it's just to fidget with. So when you're building it, you have this switch that you put in that's connected to a rubber band so that it pulls it back. You have these buttons here. One's got a lock on it. And then you have 2, 3, and 4. And they push down because there's rubber bands underneath them. But they don't do anything. They're not connected to anything. They have no useful purpose whatsoever. They're just for looks, and you can push them. That's pretty much it. I don't understand the purpose of putting that on there if they're not going to be useful in any way. Now this one back here is useful. It moves your little things there. So your coin lands on that. You can move it to one side or the other, wherever you want it to go. You have your little plinko kind of peg sticking out the back there for the coins to hit, which is pretty fun. I do like that quite a bit. Another thing I do not like though is this. There's no glass here. It might look like it on camera. You can see the glare and everything. There's no plexiglass here. This is open. So the plexiglass is here and here and here. And these sides are just there for looks, really. You don't even need these on here. You could just take them off. I would rather them have put a piece of plexiglass here and left out this one and this one. I think it would have been a better build that way, because here in the United States, you can't put all coins in here. You can put quarters and pennies and dimes, but nickels get stuck behind this glass. They're just the right size that they fall and get stuck right behind the glass, and they're just stuck there. So you got to shake it or something to get them loose, or tilt it back, or whatever, and you're going to mess everything else up here with your coins on your play field. So nickels are a no-go in this. You can't put, in the United States, you can't put nickels in this. Quarters, pennies, and dimes is really all you can put in this. You might be able to put 50-cent pieces in here. I haven't tried that. I don't really have any around, but so that's kind of a bummer. I mean, they could have made it just a little bit bigger, but again, I think they should have put enclosed this with a piece of plexiglass and then just left those parts open. And I think that would have been the better way to do this. But all in all, still, I like the look of it for what it is. It's a piggy bank disguised as a coin pusher. You know, it's just a creative piggy bank is what this is. You're There's nowhere here for your coins don't come out the front if you win. They just store inside the box there. And then in the back, you have this plug that you just turn and pull out, and then that's your access to all your coins in there. You just turn it over and shake them out if you want to get the coins out. And then you just put your plug back in and turn it, and it's locked in there. Here's the back of it. Again, I love the color scheme of this. Very shiny, and the light, it lights up nice and bright. Let me plug it back into my jack here. Lights up nice and bright, as you can see there. I like all the metal pieces. These are all metal shiny pieces that you glue onto the wood to give it that extra dimension. Just all over, like here on these are all metal pieces. Inside the little ears on the back here. This piece, I mean, these are all shiny metal pieces in here with the plexiglass over it. Again, very nicely designed in that way, but I still think that that they could have done this differently. But either way, I think it's a fun bit. It was a fun build. The instructions could have been a little bit better. They would bunch a whole bunch of little things all into one diagram, so you had to really pay attention to get the right numbers and get them in the right spot. Instructions could have been a little bit more clear, but they worked. They were okay. I was able to get through it and get the build done pretty much without a hitch. Well, not really. There was a couple of places I had to go back and redo something because I misread it in the instructions. So it took me probably, oh boy, I say five and a half to 6 hours, somewhere right in there to get this built. It's hard for me to judge completely because sometimes I get up, take the dogs out, and leave the camera running. So just going off of my actual time on the video is hard to go by. So I would say somewhere between 5.5 to 6 hours was the build time on this for me. It comes with a tube of glue. I couldn't get the glue to come out of the little needle part, but you know, I have my own CA glue, super glue, that I use for stuff like this, which work just fine. So I think most of us who build these things have our own super glue and stuff. My daughter really enjoyed this. She actually gave me quite a bit of money. She kept poking money in here and playing it, so she liked it quite a bit. She played around with it for a good probably 30 minutes of just, she had a whole bunch of change in her purse and she was putting it in here. So yeah, I gained a little money. So if you just leave this out, you might pay for it, just with people coming over and putting their coins in it for you. So you got that going for you. But yeah, as far as something that I would put out and use regularly, well, I might stick my change in here. You know, I'll keep it up on a shelf. I'll probably put it right up here on this shelf. You won't see it because it'll be down here on the end. But I'll probably keep it up there and then stick coins in it, but I probably won't have it running. You know, I'll just put coins in it and then maybe every now and then turn it on and let them drop in. But it's not something that is really normally up my alley. I like things like the marble runs and stuff like that, but it's still a fun build, and it would make a great gift for somebody. If you know someone who is into like Japanese stuff or into arcade stuff, or you know, just likes different types of piggy banks, people who collect piggy banks, money banks, it would be a great gift idea for them. So with that being said, guys, I will leave the link to where you can purchase this off of Amazon down below. It is an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you any more to use that link, but I get a few cents kicked back to me if you do. So I appreciate you guys when you do use the links in the description down below. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it every time you come by, and I love it when you guys leave comments and I can heart them and answer your comments and things like that. So I love it when you guys do that. So make sure you give the video a big old thumbs up. Comment, stroll right over there and kick that subscribe button. It helps the channel out immensely. And I'll see you next time on True Solo, and this is Black and Red Builds. See ya.
Woo! Now that is a whole lot of fun right there.